Hello friends, and welcome to Pavan Puri's Pit Stop and to another exciting video on badminton, and welcome to the video in English. And as the title says, we are going to talk about the APACS FINAPI 232 badminton racket. Well, APACS FINAPI 232 badminton racket is one of the most popular rackets from APACS, and it is not a very new racket and not a very old racket, but this racket is designed for aggressive attacking players, and the smashes are very sharp and very powerful. And being an evenly balanced racket, the control and the balance of the racket is very exciting. So without wasting time, let us jump on to the key features and specifications of this racket. And to start with is the frame. The frame is made of 30-ton high modulus graphite of Japan. Now the 30-ton thing, that this tonnage is actually it's a calculation of the force and the strength. So talking about the shaft, it is a 24-ton high modulus graphite of Japan. Well, if we talk about the weight and the category of the racket, this racket belongs to the 4U category, but somewhere it is mentioned that it is 86 grams or 85 grams. It is not like an average of 83 or 82 grams like the other 4U rackets. But this is a story that I have seen across almost all the APACS rackets, but this is something that is very debatable. However, we will talk about this later in the video. So now if we talk about the grip is G1, G2. Well, if we talk about the balance point of the racket, it is 285 millimeters plus minus 3 millimeters with even balance. And if we talk about the string tension, it is a max of 38 lbs, which is again similar across most of the APACS rackets. And if we talk about the price point of the racket, this racket starts from 1,700 rupees onwards, online and in the open market. And as always, I'll share the latest links in the description section below. And as I've mentioned in my earlier videos, that the festive season is around, and in India the festive season lasts until December, January. So you'll have a number of opportunities to check out the links, explore them, browse them to get the best discounts and deals available. So before we move ahead in the video, let's see the racket closely and see how you feel about it. So to start with the frame is made of carbon nanotube material, which actually increases and enhances the bending power and the flexibility of this racket. See, let me tell you, the flexibility score of this racket is very much same, or I would say exactly the same as of the APACS Z Ziegler. But the one thing about this racket's shaft is that the shaft is thicker than the Z Ziegler. So people who are thinking constantly that a thinner shaft may not be as durable, so they can be rest assured, because this racket has a slightly thicker shaft comparatively. So now if we talk about the concept of the frame, it is based on triple speed system frame concept, which is very much similar to the Yonex Voltrix series tri-voltage system. Now this helps and enhances the strength and the power of the frame. So further talking about the frame, it has a wide body head design. Well, if you observe closely, if you get a chance to observe the racket closely, you'll see that the head of this racket is very slightly bigger than most of the APACS rackets, which actually enhances and increases the smash power, as well as it increases the sweet spot play area. So moving on to the shaft, the flexibility of the shaft is medium flex, very much similar to the Z Ziegler, and scores the same as the Ziegler, that is 8.5 on the flexibility pattern. Now because of that, we know that this racket has adequate power, but the other thing is that the shaft of this racket is thicker than the Z Ziegler. So having said that, the racket provides good handling, good durability, good stability, adequate power, and because it is evenly balanced, you get good control, and I would say a complete overall performance. Well, coming back to the weight category of the racket, this is a 4U racket, and if you go on to the APACS website, you'll find the weight mentioned as 85 or 86 grams plus minus 2-3 grams, which is closer, I would say, into the 3U category, because we know that the 4U category is, strictly is around 80 to 84.9 grams. But most of the APACS rackets from the 4U series, if you see, they are around 84, 85, 86 grams. So as the racket is without a string and with the basic APACS grip, I think considering it as a 4U racket, I think it is right. So now coming on to the performance, which is of course one of the most integral parts of a racket. See, the racket is an isometric head racket where you get an enlarged sweet spot play area, then you get more stability, control, durability, and being an evenly balanced racket, the handling and the control near the net is excellent. And the other thing that I observed was that the high clear, or I would say the third line clear from the baseline, the larger hump is, you have just about the adequate power. You don't have to push in too much, or you don't, you cannot take it lightly as well. Just about adequate power. The hump is very easy to make the shuttle reach to the third line, which I liked about this racket. See, the racket is very well balanced, and if we talk about the performance and the price, I would say you get better performance for a lower price. In simple words, I can say it's a value for money racket. And if we talk about the players who should opt for this racket, see, not only the attacking players, I would say players who like to get involved into those long rallies and closer to that net play, I would say the racket is very exciting. So players who are looking for an overall performing racket under 2000 rupees, this could be one of the top rackets for your choice. Now talking about the strings and the string tension, the maximum string tension is 38 lbs, so probably any kind of string can be put on to this racket. But if you need a balanced and an ample performance, then I would say you can go for the Zymex 70, the BG65 titanium, and the iFeel 70 from Babolat. So after getting my hands onto this racket, the graph on the score of 10 looks like this, where power is 8.2, performance is 8.1, third line clear is 8.2, control is 8.3, and durability is 8.1. So friends, this was my experience with the racket, and if you have your own experiences or you own this racket, then do share in your experiences in the comment section below. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy, watch healthy videos, stay away from corona, and have a good day.